What's up, everybody? Thank you for visiting. I'm Beauty by Santana, and this is my version of a Kim K glam look. Starting off, I am just taking the Physician Formula Lip Argan Oil, prepping my lips, and now taking the Fab First Repair Cream. I am moisturizing the skin. Then going in with the Anastasia Dipbrow and my number 77 brush, I am just filling in my brows. I have tons of brow products. I have the brow definer, all kinds of stuff, but this is something I can't stray away from. I love the dip brow. I love the brush. I love everything about it. So this is my ultimate go-to favorite way of doing my brows. Now I'm just switching to a little Morphe spoolie that I have and running that through my brows. I love doing this. I use the spoolie a lot. It makes everything look a lot more natural, blended, all that good stuff. Now taking the clear brow gel from Anastasia as well, gluing my brows to my face because I don't want them to budge at all. Now I'm just cleaning up the bottom of my brows with my little e.l.f. concealer brush and my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer in Light. Cleaning up the bottoms. My eyebrows were a little bushy, if you will, at this point, so I really needed to make sure I focus some concealer there, taking whatever's left over my brush and then cleaning up the top a little bit. I'm taking the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer and the NYX Pore Filler, my go-to combo, and I'm just prepping my skin for my foundation. This is just going to really minimize my pores, which God knows I need. I have really big pores in my cheek area and I absolutely hate it, and I'm calling this a Kim K inspired look, so I know that my skin needs to be looking top-notch, flawless, fleeky, whatever you want to call it, because you know she always is. Now I'm going in with the Loreal Infalible in 104 Golden Beige and mixing that with the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the color Gleam, and I'm just applying that all over my face. The reason why I mix these two is because I noticed that Kim Kardashian always looks really matte, but she also has like a nice little glow to her. She's not like a flat matte where her skin doesn't look alive. You know, she has like a little something something going on, so I thought this combo would be really nice. The L'Oreal Infallible is awesome. One of my also go-tos, ride or die for this foundation, and it's just amazing. Also, a little tip, I'm really working this into the skin with my beauty blender because Makeup by Mario in an interview about Kim Kardashian's makeup said the reason why her foundation always looks really flawless is because he takes a lot of time really working that into the skin. So I took that little tip and I ran with it. I spent a lot of time putting that on my skin. Now I'm taking the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and I'm using that as my eyeshadow base. Now I'm just setting that with my Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder. Make sure everything blends nicely, nothing skips. Now I'm using the Buxom May Contain Nudity palette. These eyeshadows are amazing. They're creamy, they're beautiful. I absolutely love it, and it was my first time using it. So I'm taking the color Give Me Gorgeous on my M502, and I'm using that as my transition. I'm going to be spending a lot of time just, of course, blending everything out, but if you've ever noticed, Kim Kardashian's makeup is always so blended, so I'm really taking my time this time with that. Now I'm taking the color Big Spender on my M200 and I'm just popping that right into the crease. I'm just switching brushes here, blending as I go, using one brush, using another, making sure everything's blended together seamlessly, and just really taking my time on this step. Now I'm going in with the color Hot Couture, and I'm taking that on a little packing brush, and I'm just focusing that on the outer V. This is a dark color. It's not exactly black, but it's in that little color range. It's pretty dark, and it had a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm just packing it on little by little, packing it on, blending it out, really making sure that I'm not adding too much, because you know, you could always put more on, but you can't really take it off as easily. So I'm just taking my time doing this, of course, packing, blending, just till I kind of get like a desired intensity. Now I'm taking the color Gold Status, and this gold was so freaking gorgeous, so buttery. I absolutely love this color. Taking that, and I'm putting that on the inner part of my eyelid and dragging it over into that Hot Couture color. And then I'm just going to be packing that on and then adding a little bit more of the Hot Couture and just kind of building as I go until I feel kind of comfortable with it. I really wanted this to be like a soft gold look, because I feel like when I think about Kim Kardashian and her makeup, it's always just really soft but really bold at the same time. I don't really know how she does it, but it always looks so beautiful. So I kind of wanted to do something a little bit more on the softer side, because I feel like that's just what she always does, and I just feel like it looks so effortless, but at the same time you just know that that face is so beat. So that's kind of what I was going for. I don't know if I exactly achieved it, but I really love the way this was turning out. Now I'm dipping into the color Satin Seduction from the palette, and I'm just putting that right underneath my brow bone. I'm not adding too much. I just wanted a little satin finish there right underneath the brow, but nothing too over the top. Now I'm just adding a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just adding a thin line there, something that my false lashes can kind of blend into and look a little bit more natural. Now I'm taking the Jelly Pong Fairy Lash Mascara, and I'm just lightly coating my lashes and prepping them for my falsies. The lashes I'm going to be using are the Ardell Demi Blacks, I believe, 101. Now, having a little jam sesh, I was feeling myself, feeling fierce, listening to Beyonce. I feel like that's a must when doing your makeup. You have to listen to something that's going to really put you in the zone, and Beyonce's it for me every time. And I'm just deepening up that V, that outer V. When you have your lashes on, it kind of lets you know like how the look is going, where you can add stuff, where you can't. So that's all I was doing there. Now I'm just doing a little bit of highlight action. I'm taking my Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Fair, I believe, and then taking the Maybelline Better Skin and putting that a little bit closer to my eyes. If you've watched my previous videos, you know why I like to do this. So yeah, I do this about every time. Mix the two. I love mixing concealers. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Master Conceal in the color 50 Medium Deep, and I'm doing that for a little cream contour, and I'm taking my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. So since this is a Kim Kardashian inspired look, I'm really trying to achieve that flawless contour, not over the top but very sculpted at the same time. So I feel like this color really did that for me, because it wasn't too crazy as far as contour goes, but it was a really nice natural looking contour. So I think I achieved that part pretty well. I was really impressed. It was my first time using that, so I really liked it. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Master Fix powder, and at first I completely hated this powder. I thought it was silicone feeling, I really hated it, but after watching a little Makeup by Shayla, if you just use a really small amount, it gives you the absolute most beautiful finish. It's like an HD flawless finish, and I love the way that looked, but use a very small amount because a little goes a long way for this powder. Now I'm going in with the Ofra Pressed Oil Control Powder, and I have more dry skin, but Kim Kardashian, she has a very matte face, but she really shines in the places that she wants to, so I didn't want to get oily throughout the day or have any type of oil that I don't want to be there on my skin, so that's why I did that. Then I'm going in with my, of course, Smashbox Contour Kit and my Real Techniques contour brush. And I'm just sculpting out the face lightly, nothing too over the top because I don't want it to be a harsh contour. Now I'm taking this bronzer by Rimmel, and it's in the color Sundance. And I'm just bronzing up the skin, just bringing a little color and life back to the skin, but like I said, nothing over the top. Now pondering my daily struggle, which is what highlight to use. So I'm using the Becca Opal highlight on this little fan brush, and I'm just lightly highlighting the face. I love an intense highlight, but Kim Kardashian unfortunately doesn't go over the top with that, so it's just a little highlight. If I want it to be a little bit more on the subtle side, I will use that fan brush because I feel like it's not as harsh distributing the product. And I'm using MAC Eternal Sun Blush. This is a beautiful, natural looking blush, nothing too pink. And that's what I was going for. Going back into the Buxom palette, I am just going in with Gimme Gorgeous, dusting that underneath my lower lash line. Now I'm taking my Luxie 231 brush and the color Big Spender, and I'm just putting that a little bit closer underneath the lash line, but still buffing it out. And I'm just taking that same color on a pencil brush and just putting that right into my lower lashes. And I'm really rounding out the edges of my eye. So connecting the eyeshadow on the top and the eyeshadow on the bottom, making it nice and rounded. And I also took that color Gold Status and put it on the inner corner of my eye. And I'm taking the ColourPop liner in the color Swerve, which is a black liner, and I'm just tight lining my waterline. Just adding a coat of mascara to my bottom lashes, but I'm adding quite a large amount actually. Really wanted those to stand out. Now I'm taking my CoverGirl translucent powder and I'm just baking underneath my contour. Now moving on to lips, I'm taking Strip Down by MAC, and I am just running that around my lips. Oh, and I'm doing my favorite little tip because I do not have big lips, but taking that contour color and running it underneath my bottom lip and right in between my Cupid's bow just makes everything look a little bit more plumpy, a little bit more pouty, you know, the desired thing that everybody wants. And I'm going in with the NYX Abu Dhabi Soft Matte Lip Cream. Then I'm taking the color Cairo and I'm putting that right in the center of my lips. Now I'm taking the Radiant Body Illuminator by Ofra in the color Charmer on my Beauty Blender and just adding that to my shoulders and to my collarbones, just giving me a nice little glow there. Alright, here's the end result. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope you guys have a good one and will stick around for my next video.